Here we have for sale our 2017 on a 17 plate Mercedes Sprinter 314. This is the 2.1 CDI engine, and the 314 is a Euro 6 model, which means you can take this into the ultra low emission zone, places like London, etc., without having to pay the congestion charge relating to that zone. Also, the 314 is 143 brake horsepower and plenty of power in a vehicle of this size. And what we're going to do in this video is just walk around this particular tipper and have a look at the spec that comes on it, have a look at the condition also of this particular vehicle. So starting at the rear, we can see that we've got the ball and pin tow bar, and we have got the electrics, which are 7-pin electrics just there, and you can see the model variant there. It is the Sprinter 314. You can see here this has got a CPD body. CPD are a very well recognized body maker, and you can just see that on the stickers here on the side, CPD. Looking at the actual body itself, it is just under 3.5 meters in length, so it's a nice size for a tipper. And we've got, as you can see, the alloy sided body, so you can pull on these here and that will actually then release each side individually if you wanted to be able to easily load or in this case tip. What you have got as well on the rear is you've got a bottom and a top release, which means you can open the rear tailboard. You can open it from the bottom like so. If you were tipping sand or whatever it may be, you could open it from the bottom and then that will pour out, or you can open it from the top, which again, you know, for tipping maybe larger items or loading is very useful as well. Single rear wheel on this axle, and it is rear wheel drive also. And later in the video, when we go around to the driver's side, we'll actually start the engine, tip the body up as well, and you can see the condition here underneath. So looking at the cab, paintwork wise, it's actually quite a straight tipper, to be honest with you. I mean, looking at the body itself, you can just see going down the side there that the body is very nice and straight, no major dings or twists or dents there. And also the actual cab itself, front bumper, all looks to be in fairly good order, bonnet, and of course the driver's side as well. And again, we can have a look here down the side of the alloy sided body, and you can see that that is all fairly straight and clean. Let's have a look in the cab. So when it comes to the cab, you've got the standard Sprinter spec. So you've got electric windows, you've got the multifunctioning steering wheel. On the right hand side you can control the phone and also the volume, and on the left hand side you can control the onboard computer, which is just up here, and you can see the mileage there is 55,757 miles. As I mentioned, being the 314, it does come with a 6-speed manual gearbox. Here is the standard radio again that you get in the Sprinter, and as you can see there, it does have Bluetooth phone prep. It's saying ready for Bluetooth, and you've also got an SD card slot up there as well, where you can play some music in that as well. Having a look at the seats, no excessive wear on the edge of the driver's seat, something certainly to look out for. On a lot of these vans, you've got a high step down, no excessive wear there, and the passenger seats all look to be in fairly good order as well. One thing to mention, of course, tippers are not used to go to the shops on a Sunday, and they are obviously used for work, and you can see there's some scratching on some of the plastics here in the cab. Certainly not unusual. I've seen this many times on tippers, but it's just something to mention so that you can see that for yourself. I'm sure if you look in the pictures you'll see that as well. So what we'll do now is we'll jump in here, start the van up. One other thing to mention is we have got cruise control just here. So we'll start the van up and we'll show you with the tipper controls just behind here. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, the seatbelt's hiding it, but there we go, you've got your tipper controls there to operate the tipper. So let's start this up, and if we got to make sure you've got your handbrake on. So with the tipper controls here, you can actually remove this as well and use this like a big controller. Make sure that it's on the top, and then press the up button and it will begin to tip. So this gives you a chance now to see the condition here underneath, and there we go, it's all the way up to the top, and then we can clip that back on. That control is magnetized, that clips back onto the bulkhead. We've got the prop here, so we'll put that up there for some extra safety, and you can see here the condition underneath. You can see this has all been undersealed under here, and you can have a look at the actual chassis itself as well, and also the back of the cab. Back of the cab is in very nice order, and you can see this has all been freshly painted and everything to preserve this chassis as best as possible. You've got the spare wheel there on the cradle as well. But this really gives you a good chance to have a look under here and see what may not first be apparent. But I got to say, this does make for pleasant viewing under here. Looks very nice and clean. If you'd like to inquire on this one owner Sprinter tipper, please feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed there at the bottom of the sign. We'll be happy to arrange finance. We can get finance at very competitive rates for private individuals and also limited companies as well. We can also take cars or vans in part exchange, and the value of your part exchange can actually count towards the deposit on your finance if you so wanted to do that. So if you'd like to come down, come and have a look at this tipper for yourself in the flesh, maybe take it for a drive, then please feel free to give us a call and get in contact. Thank you very much for watching.